Mary has her hand up.
Mary.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, Mary.
I'm coming into the ring with you.
What?
I know you love these questions, man. So, Paul, I guess I just wonder why I don't get knocked out, right? Like,
Because you've been knocked out already.
But that's not okay, yeah. But
Yeah.
the experience of the false self or whatever, or the self is still.
So what? It's going to diminish, honey. So what?
Yeah. I hear you.
Experience. How long can an experience last? At most 80 years, 90 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying about not taking it seriously, and I so appreciate that. It's been wonderful that what you've helped me so much. And I know you say, why do we keep showing up? Like, I keep showing up because I'm dead. Like, there's just this terror or something, and a block, I don't know, whatever. And trying not to, getting that it's not
a good sign, honey.
Huh?
That's a good sign.
Yeah. So, Paul, do you think all those years of sitting your butt on the pillows, which I'm crappy at, like, get so distracted and frustrated and pissy or whatever, like, do you think there was any did that prepare you in any way, or do we, is there any
Didn't prepare, no. In one way, in a story, it looks like it has something to do with it, but in actuality, it has nothing to do with it. Yeah. What happens here is caught by the Course, called you and I are the dreaming of the dreaming, and we're going to dream ourselves out of the dreaming, and as we do, the dream will get happier. So basically, on one level, from the speed of the tortoise-like action figure, then the things that happen in the life of the action figure are being used to lead the action figure out of the dreaming. So not the action figure, but that which is assuming to be the action figure out of the dreaming. So it has incredibly value there. But that's not put together by the effort or the doing. It's how it's being choreographed by that mind. Yeah. So the mind could have used reading a telephone book to do the same thing if you wanted to.
Yeah, you mean the true mind, like the
yes, the true mind.
So it's choreographing it all. Just chill. Just chill.
That's one way. Yes, you can look at it that way. See, basically, that's the little bit of. I mean, we try not to have any sugar in this formula, but that's the little bit of sugar called compassion in it that you can't lose here. Yes? Either what's happening to you is being put to good use to propel you out of the dreaming of this dream, or you are just chilled out and you're awake to being awake, and there's an acceptance of the dreaming, and that's a nice little story about it, but that's unnecessary. Yeah? You see?
Would you ever conceive of it as a kind of like, and again, I know what you're talking, like indescribable, but and I hate to even use this word, but like a love, like not the love of that corny, crappy thing, but
I don't know. You can call it, you can try to, it's more an attempt to communicate than the word you use. Yeah. So, yeah, love is a good one. Yeah. I like other ones, but yeah. Love has a lot of meaning.
Yeah,
it's very explosive, especially in spirituality.
Yeah.
So I don't like using the word love much.
Yeah. But I just want to thank you so much.
What I like is if you entertain these ideas and you're unbiased, which is a tough one to ask, and you start begrudgingly acknowledge through your observation that things are getting different and you're traveling lighter, what more do you freaking want? Yeah. Once it's become clear, the things that were very unclear, and a lot of shit that was based on you not knowing stuff, now you start having an understanding of what's going on, and hopefully that's you realize the unimportance of Mary, and then you become more reliant on what's expressing, and having the observation of that leading you to a sense of honor and gratitude as an action figure. I mean, and then basically everything else is not premised on you, it's premised on that. Yeah. So if it wants you to have 800 lightning bolts, it will. If it doesn't want you to have any, you won't. It doesn't. Does it change the fact that you're awake? No, it doesn't. You are of that. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's proven or not to you. The you that you're not.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So there's that humility, yeah? Is that like?
Well, of course it's humility. It's built in because you realize you had nothing to do with most of the shit that's happening. Yeah, and that's very relieving because this undue responsibility you've been saddled with has sort of, you ever see old horses where their backs are so, your back is so bowed from fucking carrying this idea that you're the center of the universe or that you have to purify and fucking turn into light and only fly in one direction. You know, I mean, it's way too much. At best, you're like a utilitarian event, like a Toyota. You're not a chariot of the gods, yeah? And you know what I'm thankful for the Toyota? Not that it looks like a fucking Rolls Royce, because it doesn't. Or sounds like a Lamborghini, because it doesn't. It's reliability. That's what I love, yeah? Not much maintenance. It goes where you're going. Yeah. Doesn't attract too much attention. Like Prius, I have a used Prius now. I can't get stopped by a cop. They think every person in a Prius is fucking like either neutered or something. I mean, I'm making maneuvers, but I have total assurance they're never going to pull me over. Maybe they will tomorrow now. But the Prius is a great disguise. They think I'm like 80 years old and I eat a lot of kale and I read, fucking whatever. Yeah. So this is, Mary, if you're uncomfortable enough, fucking acquire from some skillful means, because you're not going to squeeze what you're not into what you are. You're not. So you might as well fucking give it up and just, let's say, turn down the volume of all the screamings of what you're not. You must have had to find a lot of skillful means in this life. Do not use non-duality as a replacement, because this is like there's the action figure and it has a rash. This is like putting nothing on it, non-duality. Now, that's an incredible message to that which is not of the body. But to the body, it's not going to fucking work. The body needs some psoriasis, anti-psoriasis ointment, yeah? So freaking take a walk, help someone else, do some service. Tons of ways to get that attention and interest off of Mary and Mary's destiny and Mary's inability to fulfill her destiny. Yeah, it's all obsession with self, no matter how it's dressed up. Yeah?
Yeah, I hear you.
This is all about a loss of interest, and if you feel that there's not a loss of interest, then fucking treat it's just a temporary sore, S-O-R-E, yeah? You're not going to, no matter how much you feel like you're not, think like you're not, act like you're not, it doesn't change what you are. It doesn't, you can't, it's impossible. So, it's like if you look at if you're tugging, here's the tug of war, you're on both sides, yeah? If you let go of both, it would be just a fucking rope, yeah? Yeah. But hey, if too much is on your head and you're wondering if I did this, it will lead me to become more available to this power. Hey, listen, you are the power dreaming itself out of the dreaming. So, like I used to tell people, if you really believe you need to do something, you better do it. I don't feel a need to do anything. Yeah. So if I do shit, it would be a disservice to the message. But if you're fucked up or whatever, do something. You get out of it. Yeah. And if you need it, if you set up that you have to have meditation and maybe at least once every few weeks enter the realm of no thought, yeah, as a requirement to being fucking sublimely okay, then you better do it. Until you realize you wrote up the whole fucking rules and regulations and the requirements, and you laid the obstacle courses, and you're the director of the whole running. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'd rather not do it. So that's a relief.
Yes. So do what you feel you need to do. If I felt I needed to do something, I would probably do it.
It's
But
just
I have seen in my own experience, you know, the way is the no way, so to speak. That's all, And so, but I don't know where people are at. Yeah, if they're really fucked, then do something to get temporarily unfucked. But I'm not really fucked, so I don't have that drive.
yeah.
Even if I'm fucked, I don't have that much interest in it.
Yeah.
And it passes away before I would sign up for the retreat, it changes. And then I got to call up and cancel, and hopefully they give me my $2,000 back. Yeah. So I don't rush to, oh, this is the end of the world, because it usually isn't.
Thank you, man. You've helped me so much. Just so grateful.
Oh, good. You help all of us, honey, and just stay with us, yeah? It's not a bad way to spend a Wednesday night.
It's awesome. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.